Ever found yourself in a relationship that just feels, well, unfulfilling? Some of us seem to have a natural knack for ending up in such situations, don't we? We start out with nothing but pure hope, but in the blink of an eye, the affection, intimacy, and warmth evaporate, replaced with coldness, deceit, and emotional turmoil. So, welcome back to Human Mechanics, where we dive deep into the inner workings of humans. And today's focus, the peculiar phenomenon of staying stuck in unfulfilling relationships. We've seen it happen, folks. Even when we're pelted with issues that would usually ring alarm bells, like infidelity, unkindness, or downright emotional abuse, some of us choose to stick around. Bizarre, isn't it? It's almost as if we pour our faith into this unreliable partner as if it's a quasi-religious act. Why, you might ask? Well, for starters, it could be the elusive thing called hope, yes. They might have morphed into someone unrecognizable, someone cruel even, but we cling on to that glimmer of kindness they once showed us as if it's a lifeboat in a storm. To an outsider, our tolerance for such hurtful behavior might seem baffling, but somehow we continue to justify it. And while we're on the subject, let's talk about blame. We tend to heap it all upon ourselves, don't we? Believing that we're the ones at fault, that we should bear the responsibility of mending things. But why? What's the source of this skewed mindset? Could it be rooted in our childhoods? Think back to a time when we were kids, dependent and impressionable. We were likely surrounded by figures of authority who disappointed us but walked away without facing any consequences. As vulnerable little beings, we had no option but to hope for them to be better, wrapping this hope around their every flaw, turning it into an excuse for their questionable behavior. Fast forward to adulthood, and this pattern continues to echo in pretty much all of our relationships. We begin associating love to a continuous, agonizing wait for someone to revert to their kinder self. We start perceiving love as complicated, never straightforward or even dependable. Recognize that pattern, anyone? Imagine how bleak it is that the moment we encounter someone genuinely kind, our instinct is to retreat, feeling nauseous, lost, and overwhelmed. It's tragic how our infatuation with unfulfilling relationships can waste precious years of our lives. So, what's the solution? Well, there's no magic pill, I'm afraid. But isn't it about time we detox ourselves of our addiction to suffering? We have to accept that some people will never change, no matter how tirelessly we hope. It might be a hard pill to swallow, folks, but our incessant hope for change isn't based on reality. It's a byproduct of a past that made us over-reliant on people who let us down. So remember this, the one and only criterion to be with someone should be their consistent kindness towards us. Period. If they were kind but aren't anymore, if they're kind just a fraction of the time, if they show glimpses of kindness but never deliver, it's time to pack your bags and leave. Once again, those are my 2 cents on the matter. As always here at Human Mechanics, our ultimate goal is to unpick the complex fabric of human behavior and emotions to make you understand yourself better.